All right, welcome into the arena today with this Stallion Aequitas. This is the beginning of the second week of training. So he's been here 2 weeks or a little over, and probably have about 9 or 10 hours of total training time on him. And we're making some progress here. I'm starting off on horseback today because I want to show you something I've been working on for the past week or so. And I just pulled him out of the stall. I haven't warmed him up or anything. This is him fresh right out of the pen. And you can see that his leading is getting a lot better. And I'm reasonably happy with the leading part in the sense that he knows how to lead. One thing I wanted to explain to you about this horse is that this is a really dangerous horse. Okay? Not because he's mean or wants to hurt anybody. Most hurt horses aren't like that generally. He's dangerous because combination of, number one, he has no respect for people at all. He's getting some, but he didn't have any when he came here. And that's just because he hasn't been taught. Anytime anybody got around him, they let him be the boss. And I'll show you a little bit later why that is, or what he does actually. So the fact that he has no respect for people, he's not really afraid of people. He is afraid of things that we might do. He's certainly afraid of things that I can do, but just somebody walking up to him, he's fine. He'll let me walk up to him and pet him and put a halter on him and so forth. But the slightest little thing bothers him, boom, he'll run right over the top of you. Okay? Because, you know, he hasn't been taught any different. He hasn't been living in a herd. He hasn't been taught to have any self-control. That's the other reason he's really dangerous. No one's ever made him do anything he didn't feel like doing, or stop doing something he felt like doing until now. And so it's kind of shocking to him that somebody's actually going to make him do something when his emotions are telling him to do something else. Okay, like right there. Okay, so he's a dangerous horse, but my first goal with him is to get him where he's not dangerous. How long will that take? Don't know. How will I do that? Primarily, I will do that through getting him to move his shoulders. Because that's where it comes out. Is what he'll do, if he doesn't like something, he'll just drop his shoulder and push you out of the way like a football down lineman. That's what he's learned to do. So I'm going to move those shoulders, and when I was doing this the other day, he reared up on me half a dozen times probably. My wife was watching from the house and kind of freaking out a little bit over it. But it's a lot safer for him to rear up when I'm on horseback than he is for me to do it when I'm on the ground, which he hasn't done it when I'm on the ground, but I haven't pushed him. So there he's moving it pretty nicely. I need that shoulder to step over. I'm asking him real politely to step that shoulder over like that, and he did. So he kind of learned the lesson, then he bit runner. Okay. So here I'm on his left side, and I'm asking him to move that shoulder to his right. Okay. I'm just asking him to step that shoulder over. Right there, and he did it, okay? And he bit runner, and he's bit me half a dozen times at least. He also kicked at me the other day pretty seriously. I was trying to doctor him, and he spun around and kicked me on purpose. So that's the only time that I've taken my training stick and literally, I mean, I whacked him pretty hard. And if you think that's all mean and abusive, then I guess my request to you is please stop watching my channel and go find some cat videos, okay? Because a horse like this, you better set some boundaries, and you better enforce them, okay? The last thing I want to do is be mean to him, but if I'm not firm, he's not going to learn anything, okay? He's not going to get over being dangerous, okay? So me thumping him with the end of that fiberglass stick is pretty much nothing compared to what he would do to me if he actually kicked me. So I'm trying to change sides here. If you'll let me, I want to move his shoulder the other direction. I want to move his shoulder from right to left. So I need to change him to the other side of me without him attacking my horse. Okay, get him over here. Get him to switch sides here. All right. even this, just making this shift can be a pretty dangerous move. And I apologize, I don't have a camera operator today. At one time I had 3 or 4 interns that were out here helping me, and at the moment I don't have any. So there we go. Okay. So now I'm going to try to get him to move that shoulder from right to left, like this. There. That wasn't bad. Okay, that wasn't bad at all. Now let's see if we can go the other way. Good. If he wants to kind of lunge around me in a half circle, that's fine. As long as he's moving that shoulder. Moving that shoulder. Good. And he hadn't reared up on me today, so that tells me he kind of learned the lesson a bit the other day, which is great. That's all I need him to do right there, is move that shoulder and step away from me with that shoulder. Good. Good. That's really, really nice progress. And since y'all didn't see it when it was bad, it doesn't really look that great to you, but you'll just have to take my word for it. Okay? So the last thing I want to do, one more thing while I'm on horseback here, is I want to back him up a bit. You may recall when I tried that last week, he didn't go for it very well. So let's see what we can get this time. Oh, that's a little better. Got a step or two. Okay. There we go. So I told you my primary goal, my initial goal, is to get him where he's not so dangerous. My second goal is to actually train him and teach him some stuff, like picking up his feet and loading in a trailer and things like that right there. Okay. So, you know, he reared up because he didn't want to go backwards. Okay. Basically his feet are sticky. That's what rearing up is. People think that it's something. In this kind of case, if he rears up, it's because he doesn't want to move his feet the direction I'm asking him to move them. Okay. Just want him to take a few steps back without biting me. Okay. Okay. Okay, and he's avoiding this so he doesn't have to back up. And then he's rearing up so he doesn't have to back up. So if I can't get it from horseback, I'll get off and do it another way. But I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Somehow or another. Okay, so why won't he back up? Because that's a very submissive move and he's not inclined to be submissive. There we go. Got a little bit. Okay, so that might be all I can do from horseback in terms of the backing up. Now, did you hear him just blow out? That's just him letting out tension, because what I was doing was really stressful to him. Well, you know what? He needs to learn to handle pressure, because he's never been taught to handle any kind of pressure at all. When he got pressure, he either ran away or he made the human run away. So neither of those is the right answer. Unless I'm just asking him to run. Okay, there we go. So that's pretty good right there. He kind of looks like a good boy right there, doesn't he? There he is, and he is being a good boy.